Strength. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. What can make me whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Oh, Jesus and love that makes me white as snow. No other help I know. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Nothing but the blood. Amen, amen, amen. God is great, wonderful this morning, and as we are about to embark on a new year, and this being the last Sunday of this year, 2021. Amen. And it's amazing. I go back and I reflect on how we start 2020 and going into 2021, and we are about to hit 2022. Amen. And we're still going through a lot. I just wanted to touch and tell somebody this morning that no matter what, God has the power that we need to go forth. Oh, yeah. Yes, He has the power that we need to go forth. Amen. What it is that you are going through this morning, let it be known that there is enough power in God. Amen. To get you through another year. Amen. Amen. So I want to dive into the book of Mark, 8th chapter, verses 1 through 9. Very, very familiar text this morning. I think it's necessary for today. Amen. Necessary for today. Amen. This morning was the sermon's typed up this morning, and basically I'm going to try to transition to maybe my iPhone, my iPad, my pad, and try to move to technology. Amen. I held on as long as I could, so I think it's better with trying to be part of technology. All right, but it reads like this. It says, in those days when there was a great mass of people, and they had no food, he made his disciples come to him and said to them, have pity for these people, because they have been with me now 3 days and have no food. Man, 3 days and have no food. And it makes you think about when Jesus was in the tomb for 3 days, and they had no food. If I send them away to their houses with no food, they will be overcome by weariness on the way, and some of them have come from afar. His disciples said and answered, how will it be possible to get enough bread for these men here in a waste place? And he put the question, how much bread have you? And they said 7 cakes. He made the people be seated on the earth, and he took the 7 cakes, and having given praise, he gave the broken bread to his disciples to put before them, and they put it before the people. He gave praise, he broke it, he gave praise, and then he served. So something definitely is about praising. There's something in the praise. Amen. And they had some small fishes and blessings them. He had them put before the people in the same way. And they took in the food and had enough. And they took up 7 baskets full of broken bits. And there were about 4,000 people. He sent them away. And so he sent them away, not empty, sent them away full. And you let me see, I'm sorry. You can see it in it this morning. So in this particular text, we find that Jesus is amongst the crowd. This seems to be a theme throughout the gospel. And if you read the gospel, but wherever Jesus was, there was always a crowd. Yes. Amen. There was always a crowd. So if you knew if there was a crowd, you best believe that Jesus was there. Now, oftentimes, I wonder if that's the same case today. Amen. If Jesus is here, amen, then does the crowd follow? Or does the crowd follow other things daily? Amen. But in the days of the Gospels, wherever Jesus was, there was a crowd. And the reason for this is that no matter where you are in life, you always need something from the Lord. No matter where you are in your life, there's always going to be something that you're going to need from God. I don't care if you're young or old, you're going to need something for God. And if I can just broaden this thing, we all need the air that He provides. And then we need the water that He provides. That's why when it rains, thank God for the rain. We need it. It's that same rain that provides the food, that nourishes the food that we eat. So all of us need something from God. There's not a day in my life that I can think of when I didn't need Him in my life. Even when I didn't know Him, I still knew. When I didn't know who God was, when I was just a little boy, I didn't know who God was, but I still needed Him to get me to today. Amen. So that's the same thing it is with us. Amen. You may not have known God, but yet we still needed Him along the way. So when I didn't know who He was, He still was providing for me. He still was loving me, and He still was keeping me. And it's the same thing with you. Even though you don't know, you didn't know God, He still was loving you. He still was keeping you, and He still was providing. So then what's the cost to become attracted to God? What was it that caused us to become attracted? And what I discovered was that nobody can love you like God can. No one has a power to get you out when you're facing those tough situations than God. I love Mama and Daddy, but there's situations that I have to face, and I knew that nobody but God that can get me out of what I'm going through. He's the only one with enough power to get you through. Yes. You may be going through a tough time right now, but God is the only one. The power to get you through. Amen. That is the power that I need to get through 2022. I talk to you. I know it's not New Year's Eve, but I feel like talking to somebody. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I feel like I'm going to tell you right now, He's got enough power to get you through another year. I can talk to you this morning. And I believe somebody knows what I'm talking about. Amen. You know, if it was not for the power of Jesus in your life, you may have been in the hospital. Amen. You may have been in jail this morning. You know you had those thoughts of doing some bad things or some people in your life. But it was the power of God, the power of Jesus that kept your mind when you were going through. He gave you power to walk away from some situations in your life when you could have harmed somebody or somebody could have harmed you. I can talk to you, but I thank God for the power. Because if it would not have had not been for the power, the stress that we dealt with day to day would have probably put us in a crazy house. But the power of Jesus kept our mind. I want to talk to you. You know those kids try to make you lose. I'm trying to talk to you this morning. And you know maybe it was your spouse that tried to get you to lose it this morning. Maybe it was somebody's coworkers or your bills or your money. But through it all, it was the power of Jesus that kept us. It made us strong. Let us know that tomorrow is going to get better because of the power of Jesus. We can't lose with Jesus on our side. We cannot lose when Jesus is on our side. It doesn't matter what's stacked up against us. It doesn't matter what we are going through, because it doesn't matter who likes us or dislikes us. No, because it doesn't matter how little you have, because he can take little and turn it into a lot. So I wish I could talk to somebody this morning. You feel like you don't have enough to make it. Feel like you're running on empty. With so much life to go. Yes, I want to talk to you this morning. And some of us are saying is that it's not how much I got left, but it's who you got with you. Not how much you got, but who's with you. Because if I ain't got no money, but I got somebody, Tyler Perry or somebody hanging on my side over with me, doesn't matter how much I got, but what it matters is who I got. Because I know if I got them on my side, if I don't have any money, I can say, hey, Oprah, you got some cash, I can give you half. And I ain't got to worry about paying no bills because I know I got her on my side. And it's the same thing in life. When you're going through what you're going through, you're going to need a power that's going to be able to keep you, a power that's going to be able to get you through, a power that's going to be able to heal you. So it's not, no matter what you got, but it's matter who you're with. You got a little, you around somebody else who has a little, you put them together, and which you come up with is a little bit more, but it's never enough. You got a little, I got a little, it's still not going to be enough. I need something or somebody who's got enough to get me over the hill. That's what I need. I need somebody in my life who can give me enough, because if I can get enough, then I know everything is going to be all right. I can talk to somebody this morning and says, I need somebody who's going to give me just enough to get me through today. Until I see tomorrow, then I'm going to need it again. So in this text, you find that there's a multitude who was with Jesus for 3 days, the text says, without food. And they were with Jesus 3 days without food. They were with him because they wanted to be with Jesus and they didn't worry about the food. So the first thing I see is that there is a desire over the need. There's a desire over the need. They desire to be with Jesus until they didn't have anything to eat. Sometimes you have to give up on the need in order to spend time with God. I can talk to you. That should be your mindset. Sometimes you got to get over the need in order to spend time with God. There has to be a sacrifice. You got to ask yourself, am I willing to give up what I need to spend time with God? Amen. Oh, this is a struggle. This is when the struggle begins. It's caught in the middle of their need in his word. We're caught in the middle of the need in his word. And 3 days without food, they needed to eat, but their desire was to be with Jesus. They had something I can imagine. Because if I go 1 day without eating, I'm home. Let me rephrase that. If I go half a day without eating, I get home. Let me rephrase that again. If I go somewhere else without eating, I get home. So I knew there had to be some hungry stomachs in the crowd. But at the same time, his word was so good that it was changing stuff. Have you been in the word? I'm talking about God. Here's the word. And the word was so good. It really changed right in the middle of the situation. I wish I could talk to somebody this morning. I remember reading the Bible and I said, wow, I'm literally changed. Before I went to the word, I was one of the word. I came out of the word, so his word was so good. Until the need of being fed physically was not an issue. That's where you got to be in your life. You got to be in your life when his word is so good.
Yes,
that
yes.
no matter what's going on all around you,
Yes.
doesn't affect you. Because his word was so good.
Yes.
And so often in times of life, we find that many people, they're caught between their desire to be with God and the need. And most people, or some people, they go to the need and leave the desire. And then what they do then is they go to the need. Case in point, I need more money. The need. My desire is to be with God, but I need more money. So what you're going to do? Sometimes they will get extra jobs. You got to work in 3 or 4 jobs because of the need. But now you lose out on the desire. What I want to let you know is, if your desire is to be with God, go with the desire because He will fulfill the need. You try to fulfill the need, but you're losing out on your desire. But if you can just have a desire to be with God, He'll take care of the need. And many people miss it. They chase the need and lay the desire down, but they never get fulfilled in the need because you got to realize that the only one who can fulfill the need is God. In my mind, I'm dealing with poor. Do I have leave for the need, or do I stay with Him? Do I go feed my stomach, or do I stay and listen to the word and be changed? I'm trying to get through. Because I'm hungry, and that's something that I need. I need food. But I'm held captive by His word. We got to go into the new year. Being captive by the word of God. Because when the word catches you, you got to believe that it needs God. Now He will fulfill. He will fulfill. Wish I could talk to you. The struggle. I got to need God. But my desire to be with you. So what am I going to do? Am I going to fulfill my need in you? Or am I going to stay with you and pray that you'll take care of the need? They were in the wilderness. There was no food around. They couldn't get food for themselves. They had to go a distance to get the food. So what you going to do? Are you going to take the need, or are you going to stay being held captive by the word? My mind begins to play. I wonder if somebody would have left up being home. I wonder if they would have made it to the spot to get food. Because they were in a place where there was no food to eat. Because if there was, somebody would have ate. But the text says they were there 3 days. 3 days without eating. Well, that's a long, long time to not eat. I can imagine there was many bodies that were weak and weak. So I don't think they would have made it had they left without eating. Here we are in Mark. And in the second chapter, the first verse was a desire over the need. And the second verse was a picture of the need. He says, I have pity for these people because they have been with me now 3 days and have no. Well, let me paint the picture. Let me paint it. And they were in the very place. And they were in an unsatisfying circumstance. Have you ever found yourself in a situation that was anything but bad? Everything was going on was bad. No matter what you did, there was a problem. So there was a lack of any solution. There wasn't any solutions around. No resources and no money, no strength, and no ideas. So have you ever been in a situation like that in your life? They were there because they wanted to hear the word. And sometimes He leads us into destiny so that we might see His saving power. Sometimes you may be going through something in your life, not because of the devil, but because that's where God wants you. That's because He wants to display His power in you. So don't panic when you're going through what you're going through. Maybe it's God that's leading you in a desolate. So when you got nothing or nobody to lean on but Him. I'm here in the crowd. I'm listening to you. I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to stay right here with you. Now, God, you know I have a need. My need is to eat. I got to eat. So the question is, God, what are you going to do? And I need somebody this morning to testify man, to let us know that God showed up when you were at your work. So I need you to testify that he showed himself. He showed himself when you were down and out. Verse 2 then is still, not only was it devil to me, but it was a revelation of love. He says, I have compassion. I have pity for these people. I have compassion. They've been with me for 3 days. He counted today. He knew how long it was that they were there and didn't have any food. But he also measured the depth of their need. He knew their need, and he knew that their helplessness it moved the heart of Jesus. Don't ever think that God is not moved by your need. Because when you are with him, he will never forget about it. Well, others will, but God won't. You never ever forget about you. You don't ever think that when you're with God, that God does not know you. Because he knows all. And he is all. And I'm with him. Because I know he already knows what I need. I got to stay with God going into 2022. Because I know that he knows my need. So there was a revelation of his love. And then in verse 3, he says, if I send them away in their houses with no food, they will be overcome by weariness on the way, and some of them have come from far. So verse 3 is a consideration of grace. You see, if I send them away, yes, if God sends us away, there is nothing before us but faith. If he sends us away only, we're going to go away empty. He sends us away. The question is, where can we go? We won't make it. You already lost too much. Amen. We won't make it. Already went through too much. We won't make it. Seen too much pain. We won't make it. Seen too much hurt. We won't make it. Too much failure. We won't make it. So don't send me away like this, because if you do, we just won't make it. So Jesus is saying, this is consideration. He said, if I send them away now, they're not going to make it. I can't send them away empty. And when I come to let you know that God won't send you away empty. So now in verse 4, it's a question of helplessness. Verse 4 says, from whence, he says. And the same says an answer, how is it possible to get enough bread for these men here in a wasted place? And the disciples wanted to know and ask, because it looked like a helpless situation. How are we going to get enough to feed everybody? And somebody maybe asking themselves this morning, how am I going to get out? And how am I going to make it? I want to know that. I want to know that it's not man where we can be satisfied. And if the man gives, we can't be satisfied. But there's one who is there, and his name is Christ Jesus. I heard this is the reason for the season, but he's the reason for my life. There's only one that can get you through what you're going through, and that is Jesus Christ. The disciples were trying to figure out how they were going to make it. And so often in times of life, we look at the situation and look at our resources, and then we begin to wonder, how can I make it over the situation with the resources I have? How can you make it over the river if you don't got a boat? All you got is a paddle. How can you make it? So that's what the disciples say, is how can you make it in this situation that we're going through? So they went to Jesus, and they began to wonder. So then we find in verse 5, and he put the question, how much bread do you have? And they said 7 cakes. He asked the questions, what do you have? Don't panic, but just tell me what you got. Don't panic, don't go crazy, just tell me what you got. He says, what you got? Don't panic. You may got a little bit of hope, but tell me, I got a little bit of hope. May have a little bit of faith. Tell me, I got a little bit of faith left. I got a little bit of patience left. But that's all I got left. But then in verse 6, it says, and he made the people be seated on earth. They don't sit down. And he took
took the 7 cakes and having given praise, and he gave the broken bread to his disciples to put before them, and he put before the people. And this is verse 6. So in verse 6, then you got to have an attitude of trust. Yes, an attitude of trust. The question was in verse 5 is, how many do you have? What you got? The answer was 7. The next thing he said was sit down. This was awkward. This was very awkward. It was an awakening to tell the crowd to sit down with only 7 loaves of bread. The crowd, and back in there, the crowd used to stand and teach us. That's how they used to do it back then. So you tell them to sit down. So the faith could not have been in the 7 loaves. The 7 loaves was not enough to feed the whole crowd. But their faith was on Jesus and Jesus only. Amen. Because you can't have faith. And the need was easy. But it wasn't enough food to provide. So the question is, you're going to have faith in the bread, and you're going to have faith in Jesus. I wish I could talk to somebody. The question is, what your attitude of trust? You trust him to provide for need. You trust him. So sit down. And their faith was in Jesus. In Jesus only. You couldn't have too much faith in the job because you may lose. You can't have too much faith in your health because that's going to it may deteriorate. And you can't have too much faith in your mind because you may lose. But I can say one thing and one person you have faith in, and that is Jesus Christ. It took a measurement. It took a measure of faith to sit down in a circumstance like this. Take a measure of faith. And because when I sit down, I'm putting all my trust in him. My attitude, then, your attitude has to be that it's going to be all right. Because I'm trusting in the Lord. Oh man, I wonder, can you have faith in what you're going through right now? Can you trust him in what you're going through right now? When God says something, can you do it in the midst of what you're going through? Don't believe in what you see. What you see, he can take it and he can break it and he can multiply it and he can provide enough for you to get through it. You've been looking at the situation, but you've been missing out on the power of God. He's got enough power to get you through what you're going through in your life. I don't care if it's money, sickness, mental, physically, he's got enough to get you through what you're going through right now. It can be your relationships, your family, whatever it is, he's got enough to give you what you need. You got to have an attitude of trust. And so verse 6 and 7 is a combination because he broke the bread and gave his disciples and they put before the people. And 7 says that they had some small fishes and blessing them, he had put them before the people in the same way. In other words, he blessed and began to multiply. So verse 6 and 7 was a manifestation of he took the loaves and he gave thanks. And, they gave him whatever they gave him. He took it and he broke it and he gave thanks. And then when they had, he took the little, brought forth a satisfying work in the little that they gave him. Your faith can be little this morning, but it is in him. He will provide himself to be in he will show up with power enough to increase because he has an abundance to keep. I wish I could talk to somebody. There's a manifestation of power when you trust him. They gave him a little, but he broke it and it became a lot. It's the same thing in your life. You got a little right now, but just give it to Jesus. Don't hold on to it. It's not going to be enough to sustain you. But give it to Jesus. And when you give it to Jesus, you'll take it, you'll multiply it, and he'll provide abundance. That's why you say, my cup running over, because you gave it to Jesus. Give him whatever you got. Watch him take it and then make it and break it and break it and multiply it until you got enough. And you got so much in your cake. even eat it all. You got enough until you can't even handle it all. You have enough until, oh man, until you can say, I can share what I got. I couldn't share it before because I didn't have enough, but because I put my trust in Jesus. Now Jesus, I can give it. I can give it. Now I can give it to somebody. I can give it. And the person ate in line. Then they took the food and had enough. And they took up 7 baskets full of broken bits. And there was about 4,000 people, and he sent them away. So what I want to think is that there is a superabundance of supply. In other words, there's more than enough. So they took up the remains, and if you don't have to fight to be blessed by God, you ain't got to fight when God blesses somebody else, because God's got enough blessings for you and for me. I ain't got to be jealous over your blessing, and you should be jealous over mine. Because the same God that blessed you is the same God that can bless me, and vice versa. If He blesses me, He can bless you. If He bless you, He can bless me. So I'm looking, if He's blessing you, then I can. That's a step in my faith and let me know that God is still in the blessing. So they picked up, they had baskets, and they had bits and bits of baskets. He was blessing everybody in the house. And I want to let you know there is enough for you and I. There's enough salvation in this world for everybody. Not just somebody, but everybody can be saved. He sent them away for. Remember earlier, they were hungry. Had He sent them away, they wouldn't have made it. But He sent them away full, so they were able to get to their destination. God will never, ever let you go away empty. He's always going to put something in your spirit that's going to help you make it through. Whatever you're going through, He'll never, ever let you leave empty. He'll put something on your mind or something in your spirit that's going to help you make it through what you're going through. So He'll never leave you empty. He always fill you up. And is there anybody out there this morning, can you say that God will never leave you empty? Have you ever been with God in your life? And when you left, you didn't leave empty, but you felt full just enough to get through what you were going through. Whatever it was that you were going through. That's what God does. And I want to let you know that He has enough power to get us through what we're going through. Got enough power to what we need. You may not need a lot right now, but He's got just enough power. Or somebody may need a whole lot. A lot for you. He's got enough power, more than PSENG. He's got enough power. PSENG lights up the whole city in buildings and this and that. He's got enough power than PSENG. He's got enough power. Then everybody in this earth. You add us all up, God's got enough to still get us free. And the power is a power that does not end. So the same power that increases is the same power that's still here today. I wish I could talk to somebody. What are you going through? What you're going through when God's got enough power to get you? If He can take a little bit of fish and a little bit of loaves and feed over 4,000. Imagine what He can do in your little bit of life. Just your life. Imagine what He can do in your life. If He took care of the 4,000, imagine what God can do in you. If He took care of the 4,000, imagine if we trust in God. If we stay with God, if we lean on God, imagine what He can do in our life. I wish I can talk. Morning. When you're going through, He's going through. You don't ever think that God does not care about you. He cares about every one of the 4,000 influence. So imagine with God, He won't forget about you. He knows about your needs. But the question is you got to have a mindset to be able to stay there with God. No matter how bad it may get, no matter how hungry you got to be have a desire to stay with God. And then when you stay with God, when you stay with Him long enough, you better believe that He will provide for the need. Not only will He provides. Yeah. He'll take your blood. So now I'm hungry. He provides. But then I looked and there was spring baskets for me to keep on eating. Yeah. So if I ever got hungry, I'm on the way. He's got enough to keep me. Yeah. He's got enough to keep me. He's got enough to keep you in this life. Yeah. So no matter what you're going through in your life, you gotta believe that God has got the power you need. There's power in Jesus this morning. You may be going through in your body, maybe going through in your mind, in your faith, maybe going through in your relationship. But there's so much power in the name of Jesus that can get you through whatever you're going through. I want to know, is there anybody up there? Can you simply say that there's enough power of Jesus, enough power in Jesus to get me through what I'm going through in this life? There's enough power to get me through another year. There's enough power to bring me through it. When I'm going through when people mistreat you. When the life seems to be unfair. But can you stay with God? Because there's enough power. When it's dark in your spirit, you got enough power to lighten it up. When the situation is bad, you got enough power to lighten it up. Power to heal my sick. Power to ease my troubled mind. Power to keep me stiff. Power keep me standing. Power to make it through another day. Power on my job. Power in my home. Power in my car. Power is everywhere. There's enough power of to bring you through. It's like the power that we need to make it through. Power. He's got enough power to get us through it. I don't know about you, but enough power to get us through it. Amen. As we embark on 2022, you know, 2021 was rough and tough, but we made it through it. Amen. Because of the power of God. Power. Amen. The power of God. Amen. So we been through a lot and going through a lot. We'll go through a lot. Remember, stay with God. With Jesus. Because had those who gave up on Jesus left before he broke the bread, they would have been hungry. I don't know if they would have made it. Don't leave them so soon. Don't leave them so soon. Amen. Because he knows the need. He will supply it. Amen. Jesus has enough power that I need. Amen. Power, Lord. Amen. Amen. Bless. Let's put our hands together one time for God. Thank you, Jesus.